So welcome to tonight's session. We want to look at it's called Sprint 2, daily stand-up 2, because we are still on the sprint. So this is the 2 daily stand-up we can capture. The next stand-up, the next meeting is going to be a sprint demo where we are going to carry out testing, and immediately after the testing, that is UAT testing, we call it sprint demo. So the next thing is just to we need to create a training material for user. That's the best practice as a business analyst. When you deploy a solution, you have to come up with a training material to help the users to understand it. So I'll probably come up with a training material for us to see how to create a training material. And we hand over to the client, and the next thing is closing deliverables. So we plan to close this project, if possible, next week. So that is it. So it's going to be a bit juicy, but we have to close it. So because we've tried. So if we can put what we learned to practice, I think it can get us started as business analysts and project managers. And in business analysis, I want to let us understand that the knowledge in business analysis, it doesn't end. You keep on learning and learning and learning, because you keep on looking for different solutions at every point in time, and we are not meant to be in one place. You can find yourself anywhere at any point, whether you will like it or not. So, and because of that, the learning is a continuous process. And for instance, any environment you find yourself is very important for you to try to become a subject matter expert. A subject matter expert means you need to know enough in that domain as a consultant. What you are planning to be, or what I'm packaging you to be, is to become a consultant. You'll be hearing that this guy is a consultant, There is no other thing they do. Is a consulting for Chevron, is consulting for CBN, is consulting for this oil and gas or this and that. There's nothing special they are doing there. They are just providing business solution. And what is business solution? Just what we are doing here, I and you, what all of us are doing here. That is what we call business solution. All these softwares we are implementing is business solution. That is what consultants they do, and that is what we learn within this short period of time, which is a big gain for you. For me, I think it's a big return on investment for you to have gathered all this. So let's look at, if we want to be subject matter experts, starting from Dynamics 365 Business Central. Because what I taught you is how to become a business analyst. And to become a business analyst, at least you'll be able to deploy a solution, you'll be able to create technical requirement, which is product backlog. But you need to know beyond that, which is out of the scope of teaching you to become a B. You need to know beyond that. You need to know every component in Dynamics 365 Business Central if you are calling yourself a subject matter expert. Because if anything, you are going to be the first person to call. This thing is not working. What can I do? Is you Even if you cannot troubleshoot it, you don't have that technical expertise to troubleshoot, you must know what is wrong. And you must know what to tell the developers when the developers are coming to troubleshoot or to improve. One of you asked me this question, which is 3 different projects. He said it's in our chart, so you can see it there. It's today. Good morning, sir. Trust you are doing well, and thank you for the lecture. Please, I have a few questions. How can one customize modules in Dynamics 365? Example, finance or inventory management modules. Secondly, how can one integrate Dynamics 365 Business Central with Outlook, Team CRM Sales, etc. 3, how can one migrate Dynamics 365 from older version to newer version? Example, migrating D365 2015 version to 18 version. So these are 3 different projects, full-blown projects. What we are doing is implementation, but implementation is a fresh, we call it green field, meaning that you are starting from the fresh, it's so green, you've not had anything before. Then we have brown field, means a continuous improvement. So in this one, what we are doing is greenfield, fresh implementation. The company do not have anything before. They don't have Dynamics before. They don't have, so it's a fresh implementation of CRM system for them, Dynamics for that matter. That is fresh field. But after that, if you look at our product backlog, you see so many other things that can be done to optimize or to get the best out of Dynamics 365. It must have a continuous improvement. Now you have implemented it, you can use it to receive check your what they call it, account receivable and account payable. That is revenue and expenditure. People can pay in, you see what people are paying in, receiving, and you can see what is going out of the company. It's accounting package, accounting software, finance and accounting software. So you can, it does not end there. For you to have seamless, integration, you must be able to have it integrated with other third-party applications, like the person says CRM system. But you can say that Dynamics 365 Business Central comes with CRM system as well. So you can use it for CRM and other things as well. All you need to do is do the customer. You don't need any integration. That is number one. But if, like other things, other softwares, you can integrate it like Outlook, you can integrate it with Microsoft Teams and so many other things. So that integration is a full-blown project that can take up to 4 months to integrate. All the integration are full-blown projects. So you must have to, the way you have to gather requirements to understand the need for the integration. We know what requirement is all about before you decide the kind of integration that should take place. But in this case, it depends on the kind of application. If you are integrating application within Microsoft ecosystem, it's going to be very easy because they all have all the Microsoft products, they have connector to integrate them. You just connect them together. But if you are integrating Microsoft with other applications like SAP, Salesforce, or other applications, then you need to check if the two systems can be integrated. At some point, you find out that the two systems is not compatible. They can't be integrated. If they can be integrated, then you must be able to write the integration process. You need to do data mapping. There's a lot of things you need to do. The kind of data that need to be flowing. You need to check the API. So there are so many types of integration that involves. So you need to, that is the solution here is integration. Just like we have, during the implementation, we have different solutions like Dynamics 365, Business Central, Acumatica, and the rest of them. At this point, when you are doing integration, you need to know which kind of integration you are using. There are different types of them. We have application integration. We have API integration. We have any kind of, there are so many of us who have to decide the kind of integration. So like I say, it's a full project. And then during the integration, the developers will design or develop a custom code, a logic that will integrate the two applications. But that's why so many people, they go for Microsoft. If you want to use Microsoft, you see them, most of the application is not Microsoft ecosystem, so that it is going to be very easy for them to share their data seamlessly. So that's why if you read my comment, I say this is not something we can talk here, and it's a full-blown project. I can't teach you how to integrate. I've done so many, but it's not something I can just wake up and tell you how to integrate. Integration is a project that lasts for up to 3 to 4 months. Migration, the same thing. Migrating from one system to another system, or migrating from on-premises to the cloud. This is another full-blown project which can happen in Microsoft. Any of the Microsoft, including Dynamics 365, Business Central, we're using. If there is an update, then in some cases, you see the application will automatically update itself. But in most cases, when you are working with enterprise application, it does not automatically integrate, update himself. So at this point, you need to involve the developers. Once you tell the developer there is updates, they know what to do. They just develop it, upload the new update into the new system you are working on. So that is it, and it's not going to affect any of your data during the update. At times, it's going to be better to do the update during non-work hour, like in midnight or during the weekend, to make sure there is no disruption in service. So these are a lot of things that are involved. If you are coming into business analysis, these are a lot of things. They are not, as I'm talking it might look overwhelming, but once you put your mind, you start getting it. So there's a lot to learn. That's the point I'm trying to make, that as a business, you keep on learning. You know, what you've just learned is implementation. You know how to implement a fresh solution. Then over time, you have to learn how to integrate a solution. This solution you've integrated, you need this solution to communicate with other solutions. And that is when you start getting the full value. Just ordinary implementation is not going to, what we've just done, yeah, this is the first step. This is the foundation of excellence in the organization. But to continue to improve, you need integration with other third-party applications for seamless data communication and constant updates. If there is new updates, they are releasing new updates, means that they have added something they feel that is better. And it's like that. And it's not automatic that once you get it, it got integrated with other Microsofts. So if you want to start using this with Microsoft Team, Microsoft Outlook, then you need to do the integration, but all those integration is not a big work compared to if you are doing integration with external application that is not within the Microsoft ecosystem. So, and because of this, I posted it already. Where in we call it Microsoft Learn. Some of you must have known that already. If you don't know Microsoft Learn, as a BA, I'm encouraging you to go there and start. This is where you can start learning about all the Microsoft applications. They are detailed. If you follow it, you will not struggle so much, because that's one thing with Microsoft. If you are looking for them to help you out in support, it's very difficult to get them, because almost everything, they've pushed everything to their learning center for you to go do the do it yourself. That is one thing with Microsoft. And that's why a lot of people rely on third-party vendors or consultants to help them manage their Microsoft in combination with their internal BAs or digital transformation team. So you see all these people like Accenture, Pricewaterhouse, PwC, Ernst and Young, Deloitte, all their BAs, all the consultants you see there, most of them are consultants. He's consulting with KPMG, is consulting with Accenture, is consulting with Deloitte, is consulting with all these big names. What have they got? They've just got Dynamics 365 CRM certification. It's either they become functional consultants or they become administrator or they become a developer within this. And this is what I'm going to show to you, where all of them get the information. The information do not fall from anywhere except from this place. So any of them you want to take the path to become more grounded, this is that's it. For those, I know so many of you might already be exploring it, but if you are first time you are not exploring it, I'm going to take you there. So I will share my screen. This is very important, because why I'm saying this is that after this, I might not have the opportunity to be telling you all this. That's it, because by very soon the boot camp will be over. And it's not that I'm not going to be attending, but to sit you down and be mentoring you step by step, it might not be so possible. So assistance will just be I have interview or give me interview tips, or I need reference. But to come and start teaching you step by step, it might be difficult. So let's go to this so we see. Okay, I hope everybody can see my screen. If you can see my screen, what we should be seeing is Microsoft Learn. This is a big learning center globally. All the consultants around the world, this is where so many of them comes to get their audition. So So you can see here in Microsoft, I specifically this Dynamics 365. You see here, you type Business Central, will give you everything about Business Central. Okay, let me just and if you are talking about just Dynamics 365, and you see this is a lot about Dynamics 365. So, and you select Dynamics 365, then you talk about role. You come down here, Dynamics 365 as a business analyst. You see administrator, AI engineer, app maker, business analyst, business owner, business user, data analyst, data engineer, database administrator. You see there is so many of them here. Security engineer, all these are solution architects, all of them is here. Okay, you say you want business analyst, and if you want to filter this thing be more as a beginner or as an intermediate, let's say as a beginner. So you filter this to some extent that, so you see a lot of things about Dynamics 365, and this for, but if you want to personalize, you need to put the name of Dynamics 365. Well, this will help you to start searching. The point I'm making here, there's a lot of information here if you keep pushing down. But let's look for Dynamics 365. Let's just use the search bar to make things easier for us. And you see, I'll search for Business Central. So, and this Business Central is, let's open up. So Business Central. So this Business Central, you see Business Central, customize Business Central. This will help you to start the customization. So all the developers who does the configuration and customization, so many of them started their journey from here. Start your free trial. If you want to start the free trial, if you don't know where to start, this is it. It will help you till you get your license and do the free trial. So now get started with Dynamics 365 Business Central. Get started is going to give you a lot of information. And who does that? See the person that does it here, functional consultant. Like I said, you see here again, functional consultant. Here again, functional consultant. All the functional consultant is a business analyst. That's what they call business analyst. They call business analyst functional consultant. So let's say you want to give this free trial. You are here, you want to learn. If you click on this, you see this module, you see it's a module, it's a 50, that's 1 hour modules. We got 8 units. So start your free trial. And you see here, this is it. It will take you through from introduction, creating your own Business Central account, signing in Business Central, use a demo database, start a trial with your own data, extend their subscription, sign into business, and that's it. Check your knowledge. Once you finish, you check your knowledge. because it's going to give you a brief test. So if you want to get started with Business Central, this is 3 hours. It's a big, so it's going to be more, tell you more. So, and you see beginner level, Dynamics 365 Business Central, and for finance and accounting, and the role is here for a functional consultant. This is a full-blown boot camp of its own. So, and by the time you finish this module, you should be able to know more. So this is getting started. This is where you start here. But there is prerequisites. You see here, before you can start this one, get started with Microsoft Dynamics 365 Business Central, you must have done this number one. So this one is a prerequisite to get started with Dynamics. So if you've done that, you come over here, click Start, and you see here that's it. Get started. It starts walking you through, you know, and once you finish, you press Next, and that's how you'll be studying till you finish. So the point here is that you need to, at some point in this career, you need to sit down and do some reading, not just watch. And you see this functional consultancy. Want to, let's see this. Let's see this. Microsoft Dynamics 3 Business Central functional consultant. So these have a certification. So if you want to become, this is it, a certified, Microsoft certified functional consultant associate, you need to take this exam. So if you want to be a functional consultant, if you become a functional consultant, add it to your CV. I'm telling you, you will have problems securing job in this area. So let's look at it to see the certification here, and you see it, Microsoft certified Dynamics 365 Business Central functional consultant. So all these people in all these big consulting firm, this is kind of certification they have from Microsoft. And yeah, but it's not free. It's not free. Let me see. Okay. So if you want to write this exam, it's not too difficult. It's not too costly. It's just $165 to get you certified as a functional consultant. So these are the things, other things you need to know in this environment. It's important I show you all this so that you know which way, because like I said, to business analysis or business analyst is a consulting profession. So, and once you finish it, you become a functional consultant, and that's it. So this is the certification you get. So that's we have other things here like Dynamics 365, CRM, sales, functional consultant associate. There are so many of them if you want to pursue this line, but this is specifically for this business center. This business center is very popular. It's extremely popular because this is what so many companies can afford. They cannot afford the F&O, finance and operation. The finance and operation is mainly used by large corporations. But this one, almost everybody can afford it because this is for medium businesses. If you look at it here, you see, as a functional consultant, you implement core application setup processes for small and medium businesses. You configure the application in collaboration with the implementation team to provide the business with manageable and easy use. So implementation team are the developers. So you configure in collaboration. So you plan, it's your duty to plan the whole project as a business analyst, but you have to work in partnership. So in most cases, you are not going to be having project managers here because you are going to be the business analyst and the project manager because you are a consultant. You work directly with the developers, which is here implementation team. So that is it. So, and for you to be this, you must know a lot of things about this particular application. So, and that's it. So, if you want to get started with it, this is it. It's 3 hours, 3 minutes. By the time you go through the whole module, you should be able to know a lot about this business central. You click again, you see it's now showing you key screens, and you continue to go, and yeah, so that's it. And this is important to me, you know, all this. That's why I'm taking my time to explain it very well. So, yeah, so if you have any question on this, if you don't have, you can go to the project we have and spend some time there. Okay. Okay. Karimot.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Yeah, I just want to confirm something. If we can write this Microsoft Dynamics 365 exam, do we also have to write CBAP, or this one alone is sufficient?
You have to write what?
CBAP, or what do they call it? Yes.
C
CBAP.
CBAB.
Yes.
No, this, if you get that, if you can pass your Dynamics 365 functional consultancy certification, it's enough to get you roles within Dynamics environment, and that is the highest environment in Microsoft. So, which the other way is either you want to become a developer, or that is technical, or you want to become a functional consultant. But with this, we can get you started. But if you want, the more knowledge you have, the more opportunities you have, so you should know that. But this is enough to get you started. So that's the point I'm trying to make. It's not that they are not going to take you if you don't have this certification. A lot of people do not have this certification and they are still working as functional consultant. They don't work as they don't work as functional consultant, they work as business analysts, because it's only when you pass the exam you become functional, because that's what the Microsoft call it. But functional consultant is a name for business analysts in the Microsoft. So they use it. So that's it. Any other thing?
No, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Do we have any other question? Okay. So I think Chioma Idenendo. Chioma, you can
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Charles. This is Choma indeed. It's my daughter's name. So, in line with the question that Karimot asks, I want just a bit more clarity on it. I'm looking at it that I think CIBA's certification it seems to apply more on the one that want to remain on business analysts. Then the consultant, this thing you show, is for those that want to work in the Microsoft environment, Dynamic 365. I hope I'm.
Yes,
I just need a little clarity.
Dynamics is mainly you work in Microsoft ecosystem, but the other one is general business analysis. So it's so generalized that some company might they need some professionalization or specialization. You see where they are, where the two they are playing their roles. But the other one will help you to get so many other business analyst roles. But the truth is that if you have a general certification in business analysis and someone got a functional consultant certification, and both of you are dragging for the job. For instance, if you have general certification in business analysis and I have functional consultant certification, and both of us apply for business central job. Of course, I have value because I know everything about dynamics. That's why I've got the certification.
Oh yes.
So we just to make us more marketable. Like I said, I've seen some people do not even have any certification and they are flying around in the industry. So that's it. Well, I just have to make sure that I'm leaving no stone unturned. That's what I'm doing. I have to expose everything you need to know about this. Because I know some people might want to take this career path personal. So if you want to take it personal, then you can fly as much as you can. But if you want to become grounded, Microsoft is the king. And getting certification in Microsoft is a big investment. Although they said certification is not, but it's still because Microsoft is Microsoft.
Thank you very much for the clarity, Mr. Charles. I really appreciate it.
Okay. So I have the link in our WhatsApp group for you to go and explore and see. So That's it. Okay. Let's all right. Plug my system. Okay. So this is our application. This is where we left it yesterday. So, and for you to get started, you need to start bringing in data into this, because this is just a fresh application, no data, no nothing, just for you to start configuration, customization. And for the first thing, for anything to happen, you need to bring, these are the people that matters here. Those that are going to work here as staff and customers and vendors before you even start adding back account, creating chart of accounts. So now we've selected customer, and if you look at here, you see new button, mean that new button will help you to add a new customer. And with that, you see, if you click on this, you open up a card. A card. This is what we call card, customer card. There is a customer card for you to capture the customer data. And we'll have a sample data here, which I should have used Microsoft Excel, no problems. So just a few data set to try out few things here. So, and so you see most of the things you see is a must, like here. It's a required mandatory field. Um, scroll.
So to another thing, that sister, she's already 40 something. You know that she's not give us her
Yeah,
true,
please.
we check her true age is 40 something. Why would she be getting pregnant at that age? I don't understand our sister.
Yeah. So there's a lot of information to be filled here, but the main thing is to get a customer in. So let's see. I have address here. Let's put the address. So you see the amount of time it takes to fill one business card or customer card. So this is where the integration comes in, because if there is an integration, all we need to do is that this customer information I'm trying to put manually like this, taking me a lot of time, is going to be populated automatically from the CRM system. Without this, this is what I'm doing is manual input. So So, yeah. So you see, here we've added one customer, or the information is but it's automatically we've got a customer here now. So location. So now we have a tech solution as our customer in the system. So now this is kind of validating that some of the functionalities here, they are working. So this you should be able to add a customer, you should be able to add a vendor, and you should be able to do other things. So the first thing is to add a customer. So which we added the customer is working. But the best way of adding customer is to upload or import data set into the system, not putting it one by one, or integrating this with Microsoft, a CRM cell, where the information from the customers will be coming, or if there is a customer lead, we have a funnel, marketing funnel, where we use to generate lead. So from there we can be, well, keep on doing it manually. It takes time, and that is not what we want. We want a system that will help us to improve the way we work with speed and agility. So, and that's it for customer. We'll go up customer in our system, and yeah. So the same thing with vendor. If you want to add a vendor, this is vendor. This, you can add a vendor from here, just the way you added a customer. You can equally put the picture here or their company logo, whichever one. So see our vendor data here. So we all know what vendors are: suppliers, or for instance, in nearest.com, vendors are people that are selling their products in our marketplace, so we can call them vendors. Customers are people buying from these vendors. So in other ways, vendors can be suppliers, and customers are people buying our products. So we have a vendor as TechMart. And you see all the customer, all the vendors, they have unique ID. That is V000. That's vendor one. So if there's any other thing we need about this vendor, we need to kind of attach it here. Or so that's it. So if we want to manage a vendor, for instance, we want to pay this vendor. This is it. From here, you can pay the vendor. You can send an email to the vendor, or can that's for this particular vendor. So any other thing, money coming in. Once we started paying out this vendor, everything we pay will start reflecting here. The amount we pay the vendor will reflect. But nothing the same because there is no entry. So, and yeah, this we have one vendor, we have one customer, and there's no item. So there is no item here. I didn't capture any data for item, or item can be any activity. So you have a bank account. So we don't have any bank account here. So what you do here is that if you create a bank account here, so you can link it to any of these vendors. So or our own bank account. And then this is chart of account. So to create this chart of accounts, start from here, and this is going to be the last thing. By the time we create chart of accounts, we should have created back account, and we should have had an item. And once we create chart of account, we should be able to link chart of account to the customer or to the vendor. So that's how this chart of accounts is going to be done. So So I have some notes on this chart of accounts. So how to create this chart of account, I captured it in this notes step by step on how to do that. And yeah. So I've created a vendor, and I've created a customer, and to create chart of account, this is the process of creating chart of account. And once that is created, you should be assigning customers and vendors to accounts, various accounts. So assigning receivable, that is customer, or assigning vendors, this is the process. And configuring this chart of account and testing chart of account. So it requires some time to do this. So it's a pretty we won't be able to do it because of time. But all the things I've done here is to demo that this is working. So this is what the developers need to configure and test and make sure that the system is working before handing it over to the end users that are going to use them. So, and every other things, this is finance. You can, once we've brought in the customers and the vendors, these are the major things here: customer, vendor, then back accounts, items, and the create chart of account and link chart of account with various vendors and customers. The system is set up, then you cannot, your name, we can only set this one up when you have made payment and it becomes yours. For now, it's not your own, it's just their cost. You are just using their sandbox environment to play around. So that is how it works. And this is where we're going to end because my other class coming up. So I think I've done some sort of expository session into this particular software to get us started. If you want to play around, just like I'm playing around, I encourage you to go. If you go to this Microsoft Learn to that part, I think with that part, you should be able, as their student, you should be able to use Gmail account to sign into this. But if you go directly to their website to do that, you might have to provide them with a company email. So that is what I expect for some of us who want to explore this. You can go through here. I think with this, you should be able to get get this. So I don't think it's, but there's one. No. So if you have a quick question, I'll have the opportunity to respond. I can't do this chart of account because of time. I still need to configure the back accounts and the item before getting to the chart of account, and I don't have such time now. So, but once you have data to build there, you should be able to do that. So, if you have question, I'm all yours before I jump into another class. Or are we confused? Is this so overwhelming? So, okay. Remote.
No, good evening, sir.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I just want to ask this posting you did for us now, the vendor is it the job of the business analyst or the job of the financial accountant?
No, it's the finance, the job of the financial accountant and but the customer we're bringing in, it can be the salesperson because this dynamics is not only for financial accountants alone. So customer, if you see the other customer, is adding customer is generally for the company customer. So the salesperson can equally post, bring in. You are just adding customers. You are not posting any entry. It's when you have added all these customers, and then you add items. When more items are coming in, you can then be posting it to different customer accounts. So that's where you start doing your posting as an accountant. But what I'm just doing is to make sure that the system is working. As a developer, I'm doing this as a developer, not as a business analyst. So the business analyst, you have given the developer the product backlog and the sprints for them to implement, to do the configuration. All you need to do after the configuration as a business analyst, you take your test cases and test plan. You start testing to make sure that it's working. Like during the testing, you, the business analyst, will have to create like a customer. You add a vendor, just like I've added a customer and a vendor, and to try it, make sure that it's working. Create different, test all the areas, create chart of account, all these things, make sure that they are working. As they are working, most of the accountants, if they are new to the system, they might not understand it. Then you have to, you the business, start teaching them how to use it, how to create chart of how to add a customer, how to add a vendor, how to add item, how to add all these things. That's what you do. Mr.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
So you just to take time to see how all these features works. You know, use sample data to be testing all of them. Like you see the way I use sample data, I tested all these. After testing it, you can start bringing in your array customers to see, because the system is working and you start using it. There is no true, it's not any other, there's no rocket science. Mr. Ike. Mr. Ike, I have 2 minutes to leave this class. If you have anything you want to say, you are raising your hand. Okay, blessing.
Mr. Charles, good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening, everyone. I want to quickly ask, this Dynamics 365, is it possible for a developer to add extra features on this platform?
It has features already. You can add extra features. It's just for you to make sure that the features it has is working. Before, it's not you can't add extra feature. You know, you just subscribe to their application. You didn't buy it. You know, it's not like you bought it from them that you are now the owner. You just rented a small portion of their system, which you use. The only thing is for you to use all the features they have to do your work. If you have extra, if you need extra feature, you can ask them. Maybe they can capture it in their next update, and that is how it works. But for you to say you want extra feature that is not in their system at all, it cannot. So you should know what they have. That's why you do solution evaluation, to understand what they have and to make sure that what they have is enough to meet your need. If what they have, all the features they have is not enough for you, then that's how you'll be running around the whole market until you get the one that have all the features you are looking for. That's why you need to have the features before you start. You need to understand the problem you want to solve before you start looking for solution that meets your requirement. So all we are doing is
Thank you, sir.
all we are doing is just configuring what they have already. Configuring so we can use what they have. But in most cases, it's not even possible to use all they have. If we want to, by the time we do the integration to do it the way we want it, it's very, very robust that there are so many hidden features we don't even know that it has. You know.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
It's well understood.
So, thank you, everyone. They're already waiting for me, so I have to leave you guys. So the next time we are going to meet is going to be where we are going to be doing testing. So we still need to do testing and make sure how we do testing. We've done testing. All of us should know how testing works, but we still have to do testing with our test cases and text scenarios. And once we've done that, then we should be preparing to end this project. So thank you. So let me not keep the other class waiting.
Thank you, sir. Have a
Thank you, Mr. Charles. Yeah, good night.
Thank you, Mr. Charles.
Good night, Mr. Charles.
Good night, Mr. Charles. Thank you.
Good night, Mr. Charles.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah,
Thank you.